not just Toa. Toa defeated many world champions, but when you add it up, I should be a world champion, and I'm ready to to prove it that I'm capable of being a world champion, no matter what time I've been out from the game. But those things can be proven and returned, can be fought for, because I am hungry. I deserve to fight, and I've been given the green light to fight.
Jojo.
So,
So Joe,
Joyce, if he comes to me with the way he fought Zhang 2 times, I'll destroy him. I will retire him. He won't come back again.
hi, it's Andy here from Fighters Talk TV with the legendary heavyweight boxer Ike Ibeabuchi. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Andy.
Good. So, a friend of yours put you in touch with us, and you were once labelled the most dangerous man in boxing, or the Nigerian Mike Tyson, nicknamed the President. How's things been for you since you hung up your gloves, and what's coming in the future?
I'm hoping to get back in the mix. I'm hoping to get someone to fight me. There were talks about Shannon Briggs down the line, but it has not been actualized. I would think that that any promoters at all could see that fight as a viable fight, and a fight that could be recovered from the 90s, and get us in the ring. But we have expressed our interest to fight each other, and we're just waiting for the promoter to do their job.
Yeah. So, talking about that, you've got a great record, 20-0. Fantastic knockout record. They're one of the most scariest men to ever lace up a pair of boxing gloves. Even Iron Mike Tyson once said that he was quite scared to face you as a potential opponent. And also, you had a fantastic fight with David Tua. Is that a possibility?
Yes, I had a fantastic fight with David Tua, and I've seen a couple of his clips on the media. I believe he's training. I don't know whether he's training to, get in the ring. I don't know what he's doing, but it would be an entertaining fight if he actually wanted to fight. We would have to. I mean, that would be a nice fight, But I haven't known. I don't know actually what he wants to do at this time.
Okay, well, there's plenty of options, I think, that are on the table for you if you can find an opponent. And obviously, with the likes of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. that fought, and obviously Floyd Mayweather keeps coming back. So there's definitely potential there. But what's the end goal for you?
To become a world champion. As an undefeated fighter, I wouldn't have completed my career without being a world champion. It can look back and see those that I defeated, not just Toa. Toa defeated many world champions, but when you add it up, I should be a world champion, and I'm ready to to prove it that I'm capable of being a world champion, no matter what time I've been out from the game.
I mean, it has been a long time, but let's go back and look at some parts of your career. I want to talk about Chris Byrd, a fantastic knockout in inside of 5 rounds, and even Chris Byrd, like David Tua, went on to defeat many, and win 2 world heavyweight titles. So,
that's right.
Obviously we've been talking about you to sort of fellow pundits and things like that. It was like a lot of these guys said this guy had the absolute talent to be a dominant force inside of that ring and be a multiple world champion, and ultimately, because of circumstances, fell short. So what's different this time?
This time is that I've combined my abilities in the ring with some legal practice, and I've been out, and I came back with a judgment rule in my favor. I won my appeals all by myself. I'm a self-represented person and reputable individual, and I make my own decisions. So, and I train quite a lot and differently from previously. And, like I said, this current crop of the heavyweights, they're not like us. I am different breed, and that's why I was undefeated. And like I said, I can still risk. I can go back to the ring and dominate, and I know that, and that's why I'm, you know, calling out their potency, whether they can, you know, stand up and you know, be the man, and let's, you know, get it on.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, you know, the current heavyweight division as it is, it's all going to be tied up for a while. Um, you know, there's lots of things, you know, with all due respect, that you know, that's gone on in your personal life. Do you think you can overcome those obstacles to actually get back into that ring and compete at that top level again?
I'm better this time than I were, because I have gotten my relief. I've been accredited jurisprudent or jurisprudence. I have the education, acquired education further in my dealings, and I've got the temerity to impose upon my opponent. Though they are young, but it doesn't matter. It's just a provenance. 2 or 3 fights would show, would make the argument in my favor, because I'm not gonna let anything slip by this time, not in the ring, of course. And I intend to, you know, remain undefeated, and also to become a heavyweight champion of the world. I had wished that the fight would have would have proceeded on the 17th of February, but unfortunately, Fury sustained a cut, and you know, it does a setback. You know, I've been training, and I'm in good shape to actually be heard as one who wanted to get back in the mix. But you know, I just wanted it to be taken seriously at this time.
Mm. Obviously, there's a lot of things and a lot of obstacles that everybody has to overcome when becoming a professional fighter, and we've seen, obviously, with a lot of return fighters coming back, there's going to be a number of obstacles in the way. What sort of things, you know, are you being, you know, are you available for sparring partners just to get back in that mix? You know, what is the journey going to be like? How difficult is that going to be?
I don't think it's a long journey. It's just a matter of coming there and, you know, getting my title and leaving. I don't think that anyone is gonna be an obstacle. I don't think that it's gonna be a hassle. It's just who can fight and who can defeat me. That's a chat debate there. Who can actually give me a loss? I know Fury is undefeated, and I know that Usyk is undefeated. Those are the two top guys who are undefeated, but others have lost. You know, it's always a hard thing to defeat an undefeated fighter. I believe in staying undefeated. That's my belief, and so that's the fight. Ingenuity or ingenuity. The genius of the fight is remaining undefeated. And like I said, you know, I would want to prove that I've got, you know, the capacity to dismantle any opponent, whatever in the ring that is posed before me, no matter what. You know, you and I were talking the other time, and you said that the kingdom, His Excellency wanted top ten heavyweight fighters. You know, who are the top tens? They are not really. You know, the only two guys I see would have fought on the 17th. They didn't fight. Is it Wilder? Wilder was beaten by Parker. Okay, well, Egypt defeated the young guy from Canada, and when you put them together, Egypt fighting Parker, it doesn't arise to, you know, the competition that we had in the 90s, or when I was out there. But so this fight has postponed now to May 18. It just okay. There's AJ and Ngannou. Ngannou is not a professional boxer, but he's doing great, adjusting to professional style from his MMA, you know, career. So now, when you put those two together, it's a vacant top 10. Who asked the Excellency, who does he want me to fight in the top 10? Because I'm an unbeaten fighter, and I'm ready to step in the ring with any top 10 of his choice.
Mm. I mean, it's going to be profoundly difficult, as you know, to get back in. And obviously, given everything that's happened, which we're not going to go over, obviously, in your personal life, it's going to be a very difficult and a tall mountain to climb. But we here, you know, certainly wish you all the best of luck. But But what's happened? I mean, obviously you've gone through an awful lot once you've left the boxing, and have also done rather well in business management degrees from what we've been reading. But what's life been like for you since hanging your gloves up?
I didn't hang the gloves up. I trained vigorously every day in the pen per se. I went to school, I trained, and I practiced law. It was like a separate world for me to adjust myself, to organize myself. When you say that, it's still pending, nothing is pending except, you see, I won a relief of $70 million all by myself, and it's still there. And I just want to fight because that's what the government plan is, in recovering my relief and moving on forward as a productive human being. I've been out indeed, but only in boxing, but not in life. I have done everything that I were required to do. I don't think that I have or had anything to explain except if anyone can actually defeat me. I'm not into exhibitions. I'm into real fight because I want to up my record. I want to get a title shot. I want to fight and become a heavyweight champion of the world because, I'm entitled to it. Is that a bargain? Who wants to parlay? Who wants to, bargain with me of the outcome of the fight? Is that what is being waited for? Do you want me to wage $70 million to the winner of Usyk and Tyson Fury? I would do that. That's my appeal. I've got a lien here. When I show you my lien, I've got a lien judgment recorded in my behalf of Clark County, Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world. Now that the fights are happening in Saudi Arabia, is a new thing. I understand. United States doesn't have the heavyweight capacity anymore that as it used to. But those things can be proven and returned, can be fought for, because I am hungry, I deserve to fight, and I've been given the green light to fight. So, excluding me without any justified reason is totally unacceptable. You've got to give me a chance, you've got to give me a shot. Defeat me. I'm an undefeated fighter. My name in your record would be colorable. Use it. Get me a fight. Let's fight and prove if I could fight. That's nothing I could do. I could wage anything. I've got an appeal that's not cashed. I'm ready to wage my appeal relief of $70 million issued by United States Department of Justice. It is here. And like I said, I don't know. I'm not useless. Boxing is something that I wanted from the 90s, and unfortunately I was usurped, in Nevada and returned with such a package on my relief. I don't think that it is the wasted dream to deny me the right to fight or make a feat for myself, to make a name. It takes one like me to come out after decades, of absence and become a world champion. No one has done it. Why can't I be allowed to, to show my difference? Why can't I be allowed to be myself? Okay, I'm not the one running away. I'm the one begging, asking for a fight to prove myself. It's totally it's a discrimination. It's an injustice, and I believe that it should be heard in the pertinency that a wrong is done to me, even while I am back with an appellate relief. I don't have any more problems. I've trained 2.5 years since I've been in Nigeria, and the record can show if they want us to prove by certain elements, we will do that. I will show that I'm ready to fight and I can fight. And if I can't, then they have the ultimate decision to make not to let it proceed. But I don't feel age. Unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I don't feel age. I can do anything Fury can do. I can do anything Usyk can do. Can do anything a 38-year man can do. So why should I be stopped from making history for myself?
Well, I mean, you know, I totally agree. Every man has a right to choose his own path and walk down his own path. But there is also, you know, what other people's opinions that come into play. And everybody's entitled to an opinion, as they say. Our opinion here is we give everyone a fair platform, but others have different opinions. So, you know, there's some that say that fighters should be stopped from boxing after a certain age because it is a dangerous sport, as you know. There are some that say that it's that let's put a hypothetical question out. If they put you in the ring with an AJ, a Fury, an Usyk, even down to Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, Jared Anderson, all these guys, that there's no upside for them. You know, so where do you fit? How do you get that upside in place? I mean, I think, in my personal opinion, I love anyone to fight, right? You have an incredible record. Fantastic. But we do have to take into consideration the last time you laced gloves was 99. So 25 years later, we're now looking at doing it again. And there's an element of we've got to, don't take out the age situation. You know, George Foreman winning a world title in his mid-40s, it can be done. Okay, there's no doubt that it can be done. So how are you going to prove to the world? Because I don't think you're going to be able to take on the top 10. You've got to get there, if that makes sense, and you've got to be given the opportunity.
Give me who did you call the one? What's his name again? He lost to Zhang.
Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce.
If he comes to me with the way he fought Zhang 2 times, I'll destroy him. I will retire him. He won't come back again. Zhang himself, I don't think he's impressive. You know, I've seen his fight with Anthony Joshua in the amateur. My God, I would knock anyone like them out soon. Okay, well, if you believe that they don't have any advantage fighting me, that could be a business part of boxing. Then they ought to pay because they are in my way. You know, because being in my way, they have created their record. They're already there, you know, top 10, but they are not a hustle. So the benefit they would have fighting me is that they're gonna demand a large purse. Okay, but I'm ready to take a lower purse just to prove my mettle. I'm not gonna, screw a fight up because of money. If any top 10 wants to fight me, let him take the larger purse, and I take the smaller purse, so that we can get it on. Okay, so when you ask for benefit, they can get the money worth, because that's what they are doing. Because I don't think they're impressive to me in the ring.
So, I mean, Joe Joyce is fighting Cash Ali on the Magnificent 7 show for Queensbury, which will be there, obviously. And we'll put your comments to him, of course we will. But I think that, for me, I think everyone should be given the opportunity, of course, but you've got to prove the mettle. And for here at Fighters Talk TV, we will wish you the absolute best of luck. And, of course, we'll pass this video on, we'll publish it out, and we'll hope for all the best for you, and good luck in your return.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks very much, and Ike Ibeabuchi. Great to have you on the show. It's Andy here from Fighters Talk TV.
Bye-bye.